This week has shaken up all the markets. Gold is at record highs, while the dollar is putting pressure on all currencies. And as for crypto, it lost a whopping 160 billion. Let's briefly break down what this means for us. Be sure to watch this video until the end. At the end, we'll draw key conclusions and of course announce the winner of the $50 prize that we give away every week to those who leave comments with the exact or approximate price of Bitcoin. The rules of our contest are simple. One person, 3 comments. And in the next video, we'll announce the winner. Maybe it will be you. Now, let's move on to looking at the charts. In the US, inflation came out within expectations. The Fed isn't tightening yet, but uncertainty remains. Japan has hinted that rates might go up. The world is waiting for decisions from central banks. It's these decisions that set the main direction. Funds are moving out of gold. American indices started to grow actively, but by the end of the week, there was a dump because of the threat of a government shutdown. Meanwhile, gold is soaring dynamically upward. It's already $3,900 per ounce. 7th week of growth in a row. That's a signal. Big money is looking for a safe haven. Currencies. The dollar is strengthening. That's painful for the world. Loans are more expensive and currencies are weaker. So investors, of course, are fleeing to gold, crypto, and the Swiss franc. Crypto. By the end of September, the market turned a bit red. Minus $162 billion in just a few days. Bitcoin dropped to $111,000. And Ethereum fell below 4,000. A large number of leveraged positions were wiped out. I warn every time that the market is extremely volatile right now, so if you've never traded futures, it's better not to get into them. Spot trading is the main thing right now. Even 2 times leverage can get completely wiped out. And this was the largest number of liquidations in all of 2025. But of course, institutional investors are holding steady. Tether is starting to print billions of dollars quite actively. Why would they do that? The fundamentals of cryptocurrencies are only getting stronger. Every week we invest $100 and openly show every trade. The goal is to make $100,000 in 1 year. We show every step. A link to that video will appear somewhere here. We show how to register on the exchange, complete verification, and buy your first cryptocurrency with a card. And we will continue to show all the trades. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to do so if you want to follow along, whether our portfolio is melting away or growing dynamically. What positions we open or what assets we buy. Every step is absolutely as transparent as possible. It's a kind of social experiment. We decided to launch this from our fund, RWB Group Investment, which has been in the cryptocurrency market since 2016. We multiply Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, and USDT with a yield of approximately 3 to 8% per month. Want to know more? The bot is in the description. Well, let's sum up this week. The dollar is putting pressure, gold is rising, crypto is falling, and then being bought up sharply. Meanwhile, institutional players are building a stable infrastructure. That means the time of opportunity is just beginning. Subscribe and follow our portfolio. Let's make this year historic together. Now let's take a closer look and see precisely what the comprehensive charts have to clearly indicate and say, this is quite different, unlike all of this recent news. Something's wrong there or something else. Let's look at the real picture. So in terms of the real picture, our 3-month time frame has closed. Right now, as usual, we've opened the Bitfinex exchange. Let's take a look here. The 3-month time frame here closed positively. The next quarter also closed positively. And in theory, this quarter should continue to grow. But now we'll open up the charts and keep looking further. So for now, the positive upward trend and structure are holding. The monthly time frame also closed. And it closed in principle quite well too. We did a retest. We consolidated above the level. And here, we consolidated even higher. So it's possible to keep moving further up on the monthly time frame. But let's open the charts and look at our drawings. So here's what I want to say. According to Fibonacci, Bitcoin has moved above 1, and right now it's in a maximally bullish trend. And I've adjusted the charts a bit. I said that it could be 220, 250,000, or even around $300,000 that Bitcoin could reach in this growth cycle, after which there might be a bit of a correction, possibly even a drop with retests, of course down to $107,000. At the moment, $107,000 is the most important level. If we do not consolidate above it, the positive outlook remains, and the next resistance point is around $142,000. So, we keep an eye on these levels. Everything looks quite positive. This recent decline, I have been watching some guys who have been in crypto for a long time, and I understand that everyone has been waiting for growth for a very long time. Really, since 2021, there has not been any significant growth. And now, For many, this growth seems fake again, just like the previous ones. But now, in my opinion, everything is completely different. I see how the market is being stirred up. I see that companies and large funds are buying up Bitcoin, buying up Ethereum. Even America itself is creating reserves in Bitcoin. Do you really think they're that stupid? Do you think that if they bought coins, bought Bitcoin, bought Ethereum, they won't want to drive up its market capitalization? Of course, they will do everything to make the capitalization of the cryptocurrency market grow because they've invested in it and they see great potential there. And naturally, they want to make a profit. So I tend to think, again, looking at the charts, looking at the real picture, there was a drop and now all the influencers are already saying, that's it, it's over, I'm leaving crypto, these are the high peaks. I don't think these are the high peaks. And look at how quickly and dynamically the rebound happened. The buyback happened as fast as possible. So for a week they tried to drop, left a pretty good wick, although here, as I told you in the previous video, we have a clear, on the weekly time frame, I'll repeat, the head and shoulders pattern works out quite well, just like a double top, especially on the weekly time frame. But this shows that, of course, the week isn't closed yet, but the previous week closed above the level, which is a positive sign. A good buyback was made. And now we've seen a dynamic strong candle, and we didn't see a drop below $107,000. All this indicates that they're buying back, and buying back very aggressively. Very aggressively. All this indicates that we are currently in a strongly bullish trend, and I don't see any shifts in it for now. I'm not giving any trades or entry points here. Right now, I'm speaking purely from an investor's perspective. Yes, there can be fluctuations, and that's absolutely normal. If we look at previous bull run years, we can see here both sharp declines and strong rebounds. And here we see, look, the price moved up, then dropped by over 30%. So even if it drops by more than 30% now, just look at what the price would be. Let's even check what 30% would be. Well, there you have it, about $84,000. They could bring it down to this level. If they give such an entry point, it will be the perfect time, a great opportunity to buy. I'm speaking personally for myself and about the decisions our fund will make. Here, of course, we'll be building a position because that would just be a steal. Basically, it would just be a shakeout and then a move up. After that, as they say, weak hands in this market will sell, and Bitcoin will confidently keep moving upward. Even a figure like $300,000 is not the limit. It could just be a possible peak in the short term, say within half a year or maybe even faster. After that, there could be a correction like this, or perhaps a correction with accumulation, and then the price will keep going higher and higher. Why? Because everything in the world right now is contributing to this. The tension is growing, more and more countries are getting involved, funds and many other companies are buying in, and of course, they all want this to keep growing. And that's why everything is pointing toward a strong, dynamic growth, just like what happened with gold when it was accepted into the reserves of countries. And this is bound to happen, so even here, no technical analysis might work if you look at the real facts. Yes, we see overbought conditions on the RSI, but for now, it doesn't seem to have any effect. It's playing out exactly as we see. Yes, the market seems overheated, but look, even in previous years when the market started to overheat at these levels, Bitcoin was around $20,000, and it still did another 3 times, pushing the RSI up to about 92. But now, at our current levels, it's only at 75, which was roughly here, and even here, at $13,000. See, before the jump, there was a good pattern, a setup. At $13,000, after entering the overbought zone, it did almost another 4 times. So here, it could still go up to about $300,000, which is about 1.5 times more. So those are roughly the numbers. The Bitcoin still looks easy and confident overall, and that's exactly how I see things unfolding for it. Well, that's all I have on Bitcoin. Let's move on to Ethereum. With Ethereum, the situation is much stronger than with Bitcoin. After all, Bitcoin has already done about 7 times from its lowest point to where it is now. But Ethereum hasn't shown those kinds of numbers yet. I was saying this even a year ago. Ethereum. For more than 2 years, it was declining relative to Bitcoin, and I said it wasn't worth buying. But now, the moment has come when Ethereum is at its most oversold levels and is ready to make a big breakthrough. Ethereum has just closed the 3-month time frame here, and we can see that for the first time in 4 years, it has now surpassed its previous peaks. In other words, it has now set its all-time high on the candlestick chart. And of course, after this all-time high, the movement will continue further. So, the 3-month quarter closed perfectly, and if we open our charts and look at what the patterns show us here, we can observe that we've hit the value of 1, the first level, and this will serve as a signal that After consolidation, the next move is towards $6,500 and even further. Our peak could possibly be somewhere around $15,000, but again, I will be adjusting the charts and watching how the price behaves. What kind of candles and patterns will form and how the RSI will develop. But Ethereum at the very least is looking at a 2 times from the current levels. That's the absolute minimum. When liquidity starts flowing out of Bitcoin, everything else will shoot up very, very strongly. I would never believe that Bitcoin will show more growth than Ethereum. Let's look at Bitcoin. From the lowest point to the maximum I see, let's say that's around $250,000, that would give about 16 times. For Ethereum, from the lowest point, even if it's $15,000, as our chart currently suggests, according to Fibonacci and the levels, that would also give about 15 times. Honestly, I just can't believe it. I believe that Ethereum should deliver in this growth cycle, and in a proper way. It has a much smaller market cap, its technology is actually much cooler, and there are far more projects being built on it. I mean, I won't go into a long explanation about Ethereum right now, but it's much more powerful technologically than Bitcoin. It's going to gain momentum even more strongly. So, even if it grows 1.5 times more strongly, that would already mean at least 20 or even 25 times from the lowest numbers. 20 to 25 times means we're looking at around $23,000 and possibly about $18,500. These figures, around $25, maybe even $30,000 for Ethereum, I believe are more than realistic. Because Ethereum is only just starting to heat up. And if we look now at Ethereum to Bitcoin, the Ethereum Bitcoin 3-month time frame also closed well. We tested the extreme boundary from 2019 here, touched that level, and bounced off it very cleanly. Yes, we had a small corrective move, but if I look at another 3 months, even the downward trend line for Ethereum hasn't been broken yet. It definitely will be broken, and I believe that Ethereum will be worth more in Bitcoin terms than it ever has before. And these peaks will be surpassed, and it's possible that we might even see Ethereum, in relation to Bitcoin, at around 30, or maybe even 35 to 40%. That is, Ethereum could be worth about that much compared to Bitcoin at some point. I think we will definitely see these numbers. At least, that's what the charts are telling me. What else did we see here on the monthly time frame? I mentioned that we already had a good breakout here and we've moved above the level. Accordingly, what we can do at most is retest the level. Here we retested the level. After this level, a buyback started, there was a reaction, and now, in general, Ethereum looks good for further growth. So, if we close the monthly time frame, even though we've already closed it well, but let's say we close it even higher than this value, or somewhere around here, and especially if we break above the descending trend line, then that's it, Ethereum will skyrocket from there. Friends, I understand that some of you might find this difficult, but there's really nothing complicated about reading charts. You can simply devote some attention, learn how to do it, and read charts like an open book, and that's exactly what we teach. So you can contact the technical support department, and they will tell you everything about the training so that you can learn to read charts. Because if you're investing, I know this might sound like some kind of advertisement, but if you're investing in this market, if you're putting your money in, just think logically. How can you rely on my opinion or the opinion of some other expert if it's your money? When you drive a car, you don't always rely on someone else to be behind the wheel. That is, you want to control the process yourself and see with your own eyes how everything is happening. So, in order for you to be able to see and analyze everything with your own eyes, you need to get training. Take our training or take it somewhere else. But without training, just don't get into this market. Don't get into this market. You might make some money in the short term, especially during a bull run, but in the long run, there's a 90% chance you'll just lose your funds. Or you'll be stuck for a very long time if you have enough patience. You'll have to sit through drawdowns for a very long time when the market goes south, because most likely you'll be buying at the peaks and you can't identify the peaks. You can't identify the bottoms either. So study, study, and study again. Not just with us. Look at different perspectives and then you'll form your own view. This is really important. Let's move on. Now Binance Coin. We're also looking at the 3-month time frame. The 3-month time frame has closed. It closed very well. Man, I wanted to make this video shorter today, but it ended up being longer. But I think at least this will be more useful for you, especially for those who watch these videos till the end. The 3-month time frame closed just perfectly. New highs. There was a positive buyback here. Then we saw a 3-month bar. Monthly time frames. We have an uptrend. Binance Coin is simply in a good uptrend. Let's open the charts now. We have a breakout. The breakout from the bull flag happened, and it was quite dynamic. We didn't even see a pullback to these levels. Again, the market was bought up very strongly. We even broke the descending trend line, which had lasted for quite a while, a whole month. We broke it, and here we saw a strong, solid bar above this consolidation, which means there is strength. Moving on, here they tried to break it, but it didn't work out the first time. There was a small pullback, we consolidated, again with a solid red bar. It didn't go that far down. And then there was another bar confirming that there is strength in the market. And after that, Binance Coin continues to move confidently upward. What about the levels? I've marked the levels here. Binance Coin can easily soar to $2,000 or even $3,000 without any significant corrective moves. Again, there might be wicks, I don't rule that out. If it drops below the investor opposition level, we buy up and hold until we see otherwise. $2,500 to $3,000 at the very least, or even much more, depending on how things go in the world, what happens, and what events unfold. Let's also take a look at BNB against Bitcoin. Here, a double bottom is forming. Right now it's hitting this line, and of course the double bottom pattern should play out very, very well. It's present on the 3-month time frame, it's present on the monthly, actually on the weekly and monthly time frames. The 3-month period closed very well for us. We can see here, a bullish engulfing, yes, on the monthly, and on the 3-month quarterly chart we see a bullish engulfing pattern. And it's actually quite a strong one, especially on the 3-month chart, and that's extremely important. Again, to really understand how to read all this, please make sure to educate yourself. From here on, PAM will definitely surpass its previous highs from 2023, even from 2022. Yes, it will break through those levels. It will also perform well relative to Bitcoin. So those are my thoughts. So, at the time of recording this video, the price is $120,378. Let's see who our winner is this time. Wow. It's Lego Dams with 118,070 and Alexandra Usova with 118,080. A $10 difference, but Alexandra Usova's comment wins because you were the closest. Congratulations to you. Contact all those support services and claim your next prize. Friends, leave your comments. Our contest is quite simple. One person can leave up to 3 comments. The deadline is 23:59, Monday, European time. That's the latest you can leave your comment. Take part, and maybe next time you'll be the winner. Contest. Fair and as transparent as possible. So take part, win, and claim your prizes. Whether you agree with me or not, share your point of view. I'll be happy to read your comments. Share your perspective on this market. If you've experienced at least one bull run in your life, does this one feel similar to previous bull runs or not? But if you want to ask a question, I'll be happy to communicate with you. We have conversations here in the comments, so write in, I'll be glad to read them. Well, thank you for your attention. Give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoyed today's review. Leave your comments and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks again for your attention. See you next time and goodbye.